warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Nayara Adya Assatin. My student ID number is 23 and 2. I'm from Mathematics Education in Muhammadiyah Purwokerto University. So today I want to teach a lesson about similarity and congruence. So now let's get started. Okay, similarity and congruence. The contents of this lesson, we will talk about first, congruent shapes, second, similar shapes, and last, scale factor. Okay, now, congruent shapes. It can be called congruence if shapes are identical in shape and size, then they are congruent. Congruent shapes are divided onto each other using translations, rotations, and reflections. Now, see these following triangles. These triangles is congruent. Why? What makes these triangles congruent? Because the sides AB is equal with sides PQ. The sides BC is equal with sides QR, and the sides AC is equal with sides PR. Now, the angle. The angle A is equal with angle B. The angle B is equal with angle Q. Then the angle C is equal with angle R. That's what makes these triangles congruent. Congruent shapes can be extended to congruent triangles. There are four special conditions to help us recognize congruent triangles. These conditions helps us prove triangle congruence. The four reasons are side side side, right angled triangle, hypotenuse, and a side the same. Angle side angle or angle angle side. Then the last, side angle side, two sides, and the included angle. Now, how to check congruent shapes? First, check the type of two-dimension shape. Second, check the corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Last, state if the shapes are congruent or not. Now, how to recognize congruent triangles? First, check the corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Second, decide if the shapes are congruent or not. And third, if the triangles are congruent, which congruence condition fits the pair of triangles? These are the example of congruent shapes. Okay, now move on to similar shapes. It can be called similar if one shape is an enlargement of the other, then these shapes are similar. The angles in two similar shapes are the same size and the lengths of their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. A similar shape can be a reflection or a rotation of the original. Now, look at these triangles again. What makes these triangles similar? Because The angle A is equal with angle P. The angle P is equal with angle Q, and the angle C is equal with angle R. Then the sides PQ is per with sides AP equal sides QR per sides PC equal sides PR per sides AC. Now, are the example of similar shapes. Now, how to use congruence and similarity. In order to answer congruence and similarity questions, there are three key skills you need to know how to do, each of which is explained in the examples below. The skills are: first, recognizing congruent shapes; second, recognizing and proving congruent triangles; third, recognizing and using similar shapes. The common misconceptions. First, shapes can be congruent but in different orientations. The second, shapes may be in a different orientation to the first shape. The shapes can still be congruent. Perhaps use tracing paper to help you check. Second, shapes can be congruent but mirror images. The second shape may be a mirror image of the first shape. The shapes can still be congruent. Perhaps use tracing paper to help you check. Third, in most diagrams, the diagrams are not drawn to scale. Questions about congruent shapes are often on grids, but sometimes diagrams may have shapes which are not drawn to scale. So use the measurements given rather than measuring for yourself. And last but not least, scaling up or down. If you are finding a missing length in the larger shape, you can multiply by the scale factor. If you are finding a missing length in the smaller shape, you can multiply by the scale factor. Okay, now scale factor. The scale factor for an enlargement is found by the ratio between any two corresponding lengths. The formula of this scale factor is length on enlargement divided by corresponding length on original. The two corresponding lengths can be found using a ruler. Always make sure that the two lengths are written using the same units before dividing them. Now, look at these following rectangles. These two rectangles are similar, but what is the scale factor for this enlargement? The scale factor for the enlargement is 9 divided 6 equal 1.5. Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for watching my video till finished. So, and see you soon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.